We're all set? Hey everyone. So before we get started, let me just, this is going to be a personal appeal. Longtime viewers know that when we receive funds from YouTube for these videos, we match and donate all the funds to a charity, like for example, Salvation Army and the Daily Bread Food Bank. I'd like for you to take literally 10 seconds, press the subscribe button, and share the video with all your friends and fellow audiophiles, music lovers, because it would really help us to help other people. It doesn't cost you anything, but it would really help us to achieve our goal of being able to help people who are in need. And as many of you know, things have been difficult for the middle class and the lower class, and we'd really like to help. So, and as a message especially for people who don't like us, well, show us how much you don't like us. Make me poor, since I have to match the money that we get from YouTube. So click that button, the subscribe button, share the video, and I thank you very much for doing that. Appreciate it. All right, so as a continuing series, we're going to talk about, at least I'm going to talk about 3 pieces of music. Lewis was supposed to do one, but the son of a gun has not lived up to his promises. So I'm going to do mine. Mike is finally back from his dental surgery. He's feeling a little bit better. So hopefully he'll be able to do one in the upcoming days. And Mike has some incredibly interesting and exotic music. So I'm always interested in what he has to say. Let's start with a piece of classical music. There's only going to be 3. So each of these videos, for me, I'll just do 3 because it's simple for you to check them out and see if you like them. Antonio Vivaldi, of course, many of you, if not all of you, know he's most famous for the Four Seasons. It's a great piece of music. He was an Italian composer, a virtuoso violinist, and also one of the most prominent figures in the what they call the Baroque movement. I've always loved his music. I find his music to be very relaxing to listen to, especially when I'm concentrating on doing something, a project, or anyway, I just really enjoy his music. What I didn't know is that Vivaldi started studying for the priesthood at the age of 15 and then was ordained at 25 years old. But due to some health issues, he stopped giving mass sermons. I believe he had what I guess most of us will call asthma today. And although he had some pretty good success when he was alive, he died as in terrible financial straits. I'm not entirely sure how or why, but it was very sad to read about that. He was buried in a grave, very common grave, which is unfortunate. This particular piece of music is actually a big box set, from a big box set, but you can find his music, this particular piece, on Qobuz and I'm sure on Tidal as well. It's called Vivaldi Masterworks by Various Artists. The main musicians is a group called the Academy of Ancient Music, Christopher Hogwood, and this particular piece is called the Bassoon Concerto in A minor. This is a lovely recording. The Academy of Ancient Music musicians play on ancient instruments or copies of ancient music instruments. You'll notice that the strings tend to have a more string sound and less of the body, the wood sound, if you will. And that's ancient instruments. I find it very delightful. It sounds more like a clavier, harpsichord than, let's say, a piano. In the case of the strings and the bassoon, you'll find, again, there's more of the transients and the higher notes as opposed to the richness of the actual body of the instrument. The soundstage is wonderful. I get this beautiful sense of detachment from the speakers and a depth that's just absolutely beguiling. When I play it on, for example, the Sonus Faber speakers behind me, the speakers completely disappear. I'm right there. The musicians are playing just in front of me. Just absolutely gorgeous. I can sit there for hours and just enjoy the music. Check it out, see if you like it. And then, of course, as always, I would love to see your comments of recordings that you like. 1 or 2 is more than enough. Share with the rest of us. As I've said in the past, I really enjoy these videos, mostly because I feel like it's my way of connecting with all of you. And I share my comments, you share yours, good or bad, it doesn't matter. And in the case of the music, if we're here for that, to enjoy the music, then let's share some music together as well. And again, it can be any genre, it doesn't matter. Okay, second track I'd like to recommend, it's actually the whole album, but I happen to like this particular one. ZZ Top Tres Hombres, it's called Lagrange. Originally released in 1973, this one is the 2006 remaster. This particular cut is raw, funky, rock and roll at its finest. It's just a wonderful piece of music. I'll listen to it if I'm on a treadmill or just want to have some energy. It's just wonderful, beautiful playing, great playing, really good recording overall. I really enjoy it. See what you think. I would love to hear what you guys think, because one of the issues, of course, with rock and roll and so on is that not many are all that well recorded. This one happens to be quite good. And then the third cut is Rag and Bone Man, Human. So this particular artist, I believe, is an Englishman. And his first album, it was first released as a single in 2016, and then released the album in 2017, and it became the fastest selling debut album by a male in the decade. So I found that quite interesting. I heard this album, I heard this album must have been, about 10 years ago, and I was fascinated with how dynamic, how propulsive this particular cut is. Wonderful bass lines. I love the bassist. I should have made a note of the bassist. I love the bass line. I love how he sings. He's got this energy. The song is basically about, don't blame me. I'm just human. Don't sweat the little things because they are little. That's basically the message of the song. I know that if you go to enough audio shows, you've probably heard this, and if you haven't, check it out. Be careful. The volume can get pretty dynamic and pretty loud. And again, I will listen to this cut when I'm doing treadmill or a stationary bike, just something that's propulsive and energetic, and it's a great piece of music to check out your system with because it is, again, really well recorded. Speakers disappear. Wonderful workout for the bass in on your speakers, and not harsh at all. Now, if your system is harsh, check it out. It may be the system. It probably is the system because I don't find it harsh at all in any way, shape, or form. I really enjoyed this piece of music, and I've played it for lots of people. So leave your comments below. This is a very short video. Just wanted to let you guys know the 3 recommendations of music that you should enjoy or you should listen to that I enjoy. And we'll see you again next time. Take care. Bye-bye.